Hi everyone, my name is Ron from answeringldscritics.com. Mormon Stories Podcasts has recently published a video asking for more donations, threatening a reduction in the number of videos they produce if more people don't donate. But do their own reported financial numbers support that? Actually, no. So let's jump right in. During their video, Mormon Stories Podcast provides this graph showing how their donations have flattened since 2021. But what they don't show you is that their overall revenue is far higher than just their donations. I have marked their overall revenue in red here. You'll notice their overall revenue is significantly higher than just their donations, and in some cases, like in 2019, it's double what they are showing you. This red line represents the revenue they themselves reported to the IRS, and that's the real story. By the way, this is all public information, so feel free to verify it for yourself. You'll notice that there are no red numbers for 2022 and 2023. That's because the IRS has not yet released that information. However, in their video, Mormon Stories makes a point of touting that despite the decline in donations, they have had over 53 million views in the past year on YouTube alone. But once again, they aren't giving you the whole story. What they don't mention is that YouTube pays them for every view. According to Influencer Marketing Hub, YouTube pays on average 0.018 cents per view, which doesn't seem like a lot, but with 53 million views, that adds up to $954,000. That's nearly $1 million in revenue they just failed to mention in their video. Ironically, in the video, they tout how they are a 501c3 and therefore are very transparent in their finances. So while Mormon Stories isn't exactly lying, they aren't telling the whole truth either. I've pointed out in other videos, this organization has a nasty habit of providing only the data that works in their favor. But this time, instead of using that tactic to cause doubt or faith crisis in members of the church, they are using the tactic with the people that are most important to them, their own followers. So you decide, is this the kind of organization you want to trust to give you accurate, complete information about the church? In the video, they complain that it is taking time and emotional energy to deal with videos like this one, the one I'm making now, that are exposing their finances and tactics. But as you can see, the information I'm providing about them is based on IRS data, and that's easily verifiable. Also, as an aside, what about the emotional energy that is spent when a person has a faith crisis from watching their videos? Just seems a bit hypocritical. Now lastly, their video points out that if we look at their financials, we will see that most of their money goes to labor for staff and to co-hosts. That is a correct statement. But what the CEO fails to mention in that is that the huge chunk of that labor expense is his own salary. According to IRS records, the CEO made $266,000 in 2021. And if you look at his salary for the previous 8 years, his salary went up by an average of 17% each year. And between 2017 and 2018, his salary actually went up by 84%. But if you apply that 17% increase to 2022 and 2023, we can estimate that he'll make about $364,000 this year. Now, obviously, that estimate changes based on what his board of directors decides, but we don't have that information yet. Regardless, they do have a major expense in salaries, but it's all his own salary. So, please understand that Mormon Stories Podcast is following an exploitative business model that you can read about at www.answeringldscritics.com in more detail. I don't solicit donations on that website and never have, and nor do I monetize this YouTube channel. The only reason I do it is I feel it is incredibly important for people to understand the truth behind these prominent LDS critic organizations that are literally exploiting people for money using a lot of different tactics, but particularly the tactic that I just outlined in this video. If this information has been useful to you, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, everyone.